everybody? I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Browns going up against the Lions. Larry, it has been a tumultuous yet utterly riveting 2018 NFL season, and it all comes to a close here tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 53 from two-year-old Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Time running out here on the play clock. And now with the play clock getting low, Jim Caldwell's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Easy. Real right, 22.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The slot man in motion right. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flushed out right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jalen Reeves-Maybin with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 11. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. To throw on second down at Stanford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Ross on the return.
Whoosh.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Easy.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Defense showing blitz. And now with the play clock getting low, Jim Caldwell's going to signal for a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Jack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now here's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Design run for their wideout. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now blown. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Well, now they'll try the end around. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Fournette, a first down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through him. And now running right through it. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Stafford on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. It's a big play there for the Lions. 77 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry for Blount. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And, he spins past him and into space. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. On first down at Stanford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Stafford now to throw.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A swing pass caught. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hunter Henry from 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. A toss to Abdullah. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the 45. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They go with Abdullah again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They pitch to Abdullah. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And how about